Samuel, and welcome to Entrepreneur Talks podcast run by Women Flix. I'm so delighted to have you here today with me.
Hello, Yola. It's a pleasure and a privilege to be here on Entrepreneur Talks from Women Flix. It's great to be the first person you're interviewing, actually from Nairobi. So I'm really honored and privileged, and I'm glad that we could do this.
Fantastic. I was about to ask you where you talking from, but you already said Nairobi. Fantastic. Because
Okay.
this series is my first time, and I'm so delighted. It's amazing this opportunity for us to get together from with people from around the globe. And yes, Nairobi now is live with Samuel. How
Great.
yeah, how do I say your last name? Minamo? Can you
Mwinamo.
Mwinamo? That's really
Yes, Mwinamo.
mo- great. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good. So let's talk about your journey and your life and inspire other people today with your story. So tell me how everything did started with Optimize Institute.
Wow. So, Optimize Institute is a business that has been on my mind for a very long time. It's been, I would say, something I have thought and worked on, even though in an unofficial capacity for close to 17 years.
Oh, okay.
Because because when I started, I think I was just straight out of high school. So in that time, it really wasn't being done as business. It was just something that I was doing with young people, mostly in church, having been one of the leaders of the youth in my local church and even at the national level. So this conversation about optimization and helping people just tap
Wow.
into who they are and what they can do with who they are and what they have is something that I began way back just as a passion and as a way of really being a blessing and ministering to young people. So I would say that for it to become a business or for me to begin to think about it in terms of a business should be about 5 years or so ago. That's when I was like, I think there's potential to look at this beyond just ministry. This is something that I can upscale and do with very many people and be of help to them. So, having thought through that, the next step was, of course, to think how can I begin to make things official? How can I begin to engage and interact with the people now from a business perspective? And that is how Optimize Institute was born.
Wow. Wow. 17 years ago. Wow. That's you had the passion. It's beautiful to hear that because the vision was there 17 years ago when you keep doing even if it's not in a business like as a company, but you were following your passion and then you started your company as a company to building up other people apart from your ministries from church or from family. That's really amazing. Wow. Oh, well done.
Exactly.
Really good, Samuel. Oh,
Thank you.
and
Thank
you're
you.
welcome. And with this, the Optimize Institute, so I'm sure you had challenges. And how do you been facing them along the way? Because challenges are always part of
Uh,
the journey, right?
yeah. If your journey has no challenges, then basically it takes the excitement out of it all because it's in overcoming challenges that you're able to grow as a person and you're able to get better at what you're doing. You're able to adapt and move from, what was comfortable or your comfort zone into, new territory. So yes, there have been challenges.
And then you've been doing, and you've been facing them along the way in a positive way, like in a positive mindset, I think is important. And you sound like that.
Sure,
You sound like.
sure. Yeah, yeah, because you see, like I'm saying, challenges are something you cannot run away from. Because if you keep sidestepping them or running away from them, then the truth is you're not learning the kind of lessons that you're supposed to be learning, and as a result, you're not growing and becoming who you can be. Which basically is what optimization is all about. I can't talk to other people about optimizing when I myself am running from the things that should be able to grow me and get me to where it is possible for me.
Yeah. So wow, I love your answer. Really good. And
Yeah.
at your institute, do you work with people
Yeah.
online or face to face? How is your client? Who is your client?
I do my stuff both online and in person, because there are people who are actually even out of the country. I have a few students who are not based within Kenya, so we have to do most of what we do actually on Zoom calls and on other platforms like this. But again, there's also the physical one-on-one where we're able to meet with people in a particular place and just go through what we are going through. And at the same time, when it comes to dealing with companies, of course, it will also be online and in person. For example, during this time when we've been struggling with this pandemic, a lot of what has needed to happen has had to be online.
Right. Correct. Yeah. And another question
Yeah.
regarding Optimize Institute: Do do you work with mixed clients, or is just men or just women is specific, or it's a mix?
For me, it's a mixed market because I believe optimization is a conversation that everybody needs to have at whatever level. Of course, my major portion of the client base or the people I'm really looking to influence are people between probably 19, 20, all the way to around 35, maximum 40 years old. Because those are people who are at the point in their lives where they need to set things in motion. They need to adjust what needs to be adjusted just to be able to have a chance at an epic life. So those would be my biggest demographic, both male and female.
Oh, okay, good, good to know.
Yeah.
It's good to talk about these things so the listeners will be know exactly if they can register for going to your institute, like register as a student or not, because it's important to find out if it's male or female or mixed. But now we know.
Sure. I agree with you.
Thank you, Samuel. And so, Optimize Institute or Optimize Yourself is all about, it's related with coach. What exactly is the work that you do inside the institute?
There are two or three major things that we do. One is we run courses,
Mm.
courses that would work well with somebody who just wants to gain the knowledge and go do it by themselves.
Oh,
So they want to understand what are some of the things that I can do in order to live my life at that point where I am at my best. I am putting my best foot forward. I am really leaving nothing on the table when it comes to bringing out the best in me. And then we also now have the coaching program, because what the coaching program does is, beyond the lessons and beyond the training, There are people who need somebody to hold their hand and walk together with them step by step through the implementation of the lessons that they have learned. So that would come in at that level. And from a business perspective, because beyond what we do for individuals, we have a segment that takes care of organizations. So that would mostly come in a consulting capacity. So we would now look at a business from the perspective of what they are doing at the current level and where they are looking to go, and therefore what that process looks like and what they can do to help them, move from where they are to the next level. Basically, still talking optimization.
Yes. And it's amazing what you guys doing there on your institute, because it's three, I think it's three in one, right? It's like
Yes.
coaching services, coaching services and on business, right? And in life
Yes.
business view.
Yes.
And then you have the other side of the programs that you got, and then you also got
Yes.
you also do have the programs for the courses.
Yes.
Good. Awesome. It's a lot of work,
Right.
but it's worth it, right? I always
Very, very, very much worth it.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, the joy is in seeing one individual come from where they were, to a totally different place in their lives where they are more confident and happy with the kind of results they are producing for themselves. It really, that's really why we exist.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I feel the same way. That's why
Oh,
we're here, right? Because we know we're gonna reach.
sure.
Even if it's one individual, we will reach someone, and that person will be or feel inspired, or either change them himself or herself by this conversation. And
Very true. Very true.
yes, and you wrote a book, right?
Yes, I did. Yes.
And what is the name of your book? Tell me.
The title of my book is Blessed to be a Blessing.
Oh,
The tagline is Understand and Appreciate Your Blessedness and What to Do with It.
yo, fantastic! You just remind me a book that I read, one of my favorite books I read in the past, with The
Uh-huh.
Blessed Life. I don't know if you heard about it before. It's called The Blessed Life, and
By who?
oh, that's a good thing. I can't remember right now, but it's quite. If you, it's a yellow book. I remember it's kind of yellow, yeah, orange, but I don't know if it's from a pastor, but I can't really remember now. But I can check and send you the name and the link, or with all the details. But
Yeah, I think I'll check it out. I'll check it out.
this book really transformed my life, and because the simple things that is inside the book about the being living a blessed life, it means something
Yeah,
people can think is so difficult, but then it's such simple things that you need to implement in yourself, and like to be kind,
true.
to be to believe, to trust in God, or
Yeah.
whatever you feel you believe to. But I love that book. And what is all your book about? Because your name just made me think about it, but maybe it's something like this. But tell me, what is about?
Yeah, so the book is a big conversion because it actually has a massive influence even on what I do at Optimize Institute,
Mm-hmm.
because the idea is that people, I'm trying in the book, I'm trying to help people understand what God has given them, because there's so much that we have received from God, a lot of which we take for granted, and a lot of which we tend to not to really carry or hold with the weight that it deserves. And because of that, we fail to be able to tap into it and to put it out there and use it in the way that it should. So it's a book, I would say, one about the Great Commission, because in Genesis 12, the Bible says that God told Abraham, I will bless you. And in the second and third verse, you hear him say that through you, all the families of the world will be blessed. So the conversation does not end at I will bless you. It goes on to and you will be a blessing. So this is where blessed to be a blessing comes from. And then this is also a book about stewardship. It's a book about stewardship because I'm looking at how do I ensure that I am putting to good use everything that I have received from God, everything that I have going for me in life? How do I ensure that I'm putting it to the best use possible? So am I being a good steward of that which God has blessed me with? Am I being a good steward of what I have received? Because it's beyond what my blessings can do just for me, and also about what can I do because of what I have to make a difference in somebody else's life. So that's what, in brief, I would say the book is about.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So and the book I believe that I'm right. So the book is written for Christians specifically, because even if or if you're not Christian and you are looking for some answers, you might gonna receive there. But your book is more focused into Christianity. Yeah.
Yeah, it could. I would say the primary audience is Christian, but the application of the lessons and the principles in there would actually apply across the board, because whether you are of the Christian persuasion or not, the point at the end of the day is that you have a few advantages in your life, a few things that go your way in life. And you should be thinking and asking yourself whether you even have a belief in God or not. You should be thinking and asking yourself, how can I take a hold of what I have and use it to make a difference in the life of many other people?
That's really good. And because you said that, I know we're going to give away something really good for the listeners. And I would like you to share just now, because we're talking about the book. So I know you're going to give a freebie to the listeners. Could you tell us, because you're not going to be talking just for me?
Yeah, you're right about that. What I decided to do is, as a way of appreciating the people who will be a part and parcel of this conversation, the first 10 people that will get in to engage with this conversation once it's put out there are going to receive a copy of Blessed to be a Blessing in ebook format. So I'm going to be sharing a link with you. I'm going to be putting it out there just to ensure that the people who are there will receive and will take part and enjoy and be blessed by the message that is carried in the book Blessed to be a Blessing.
Fantastic. Amazing. Wow. That's really good. Thank you. So kind from you. Thank you so much, Samuel.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
All this, like regarding the book that we just spoke about, that Samuel just mentioned, the link will be on the description of the podcast when it comes live. So make sure, if you are interested, if you are one of the 10 persons that click first, you will receive the book with love, compassion, and gratitude. I'm sure you're going to be blessed wherever you will be, but when you get the book and you read, I'm sure you're going to get blessed by the book.
Sure.
Samuel.
Sure, sure,
And
sure.
by thank you, Samuel, so much. And the last question is, how can people connect with you? How they can find about your work?
Yeah, thank you for that question. One of the easiest places that you're going to find us is on Facebook. I have a page that speaks about Optimize Institute. The name of the page is just that, Optimize Institute. So you type in Optimize Institute on Facebook, and I will come up. Definitely, I have shared a link to the page with Yola, and I'm sure she'll be putting that up for us. You can also interact with me on my blog, which is asenaville.blogspot.com. There you can find a lot of the articles that I've been writing over the years, and I'm sure as you read through, you'll find interesting stuff to be of benefit and help to you. Recently, I actually launched a YouTube channel.
Ah, that's good. So you're
So
talking on the video.
yeah, so I'm gonna put I'm also gonna share the link for that with you, Yola, and people can also interact with me there. If you want to get in touch with me via email, then it's going to be Samuel Mwinamoa at gmail.com. So that is SAMUELMWINAMOA at gmail.com.
I got
If you want to get in touch, yeah, if you want to get in touch via WhatsApp or to actually call in from wherever you are in the world, plus 254 832 4 sorry, I just missed something.
it.
Plus 254
Well, let's do like that. You
plus
send me.
254
It's better if you send me your number.
plus 2.
I will add to the list on the description
I
because
think that's okay. I think that's okay.
yeah,
I'll share that with you, and it should be okay. So for now, those are the ways through which you can reach me, and we'll keep interacting and see where we go.
fantastic. Once again, thank you so much for this opportunity to listen about your story, your institute, and I, from deep of my heart, I bless you, and I hope that your business grows more and reach more people and help them in the way they need
Thank you.
and your capacity as well. The word just going.
Thank you so much, Yola. Thank you so much for your good wishes and for your blessings. I receive them with all of my heart. I will keep doing this. I'll keep working at it. I'll keep getting better at it. And I know that many people will benefit from what I'm doing. I also pray that whatever you're doing with Women Flicks and everything you're involved in, you will continue to grow and you will continue to reach many more people and be a blessing to them with what God has blessed you with.
Amen. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Great to
thank you.
speak with you once again, and take care. Okay, you say be safe.
Take care too. Thank you.
Thank you, Samuel.